Yo, what's going on, everybody? What's going on? Hey, 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 hey. Hold on. Where's the chat? My bad. I was getting something to drink. Had to take care of my dog. Hey, is my mic coming in? We good? We good? Hey, stream should be live in about approximately 7 more minutes, and we should be seeing the full. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Hey, 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 hey. Hold on. Where's the chat? My bad. I was getting something to drink. Had to take care of my dog. Hey, is my mic coming in? We good? We good? Hey, stream should be live. My bad about the echo. I had the stream playing on the background. Hey, at least I know my voice came out good. Hey, hey. my bad. I fixed it. My bad. I think we're good. You shouldn't have an echo now. I think we're good. All right, guys. Welcome, everybody. Appreciate you guys coming in today. Should get live in just a second. Hey, yeah, there we go. What up, Jay? So TU15 season 9 will be live Thursday. They already confirmed that on Twitter, multiple places, just in case you guys don't believe. Where is it at? Let's go. Pally. So one of the division devs, he actually confirmed it. I mean, they confirmed it in multiple places, but I just remember him confirming it. Where'd he go? Because I know a lot of people kept asking the question. Here it goes. He tweets a lot. Holy. I can't find it right now. He responded to me. Hold on. We'll find it. How's everybody doing? You guys all excited? I'm just trying to find the tweet that confirms it. Because I know a lot of people kept asking the question, how do you know it's coming on the 12th? Is that just more news? But no, it's coming on the 12th. It's a Thursday. It's weird too, right? Because we usually don't have updates on the 12th, on a Thursday. Hey, super stoked about this, man. Can't believe already tippity top mountain. Much love, skills. Hey, mister. Hey, thank you for the love, man. How was that? Shishkan? I don't know. I probably killed that name, but I appreciate the $4.99, man. Where is the tweet? Hold on. I had that many tweets this weekend. The division Twitter's been kind of active this year, man. Achilles, come over here, buddy. Oh, is it here? Is it right here? No, not that one. Come on, where do you reply to me? Here. So it comes out on all platforms. I know. So will the May 12th launch on console 2 be? So they asked the question on May 12th. Will it be launch on all consoles too? So it's gonna come on PC and console. And then this is one of the devs. He said all platforms. Yes. So pretty much a confirmation right there. But there was a few of them, and that was the first one I could find right there. So that's it. We're just waiting for them to go live. They should be live in about 5 minutes. Yo, this is like the first state of the game or first special report that they've had. I think the last time they went live was over a year ago. It's kind of crazy to see, right? All these people saying dead game, yet they keep running back watching the game. Hey, Sarah, what's going on? Hey, good to see you guys all in here, man. Appreciate you guys coming through today. Hanging out. Relaxing, chilling. Yo, how many people we got in here? Yo, we got 637 people. Yo, you guys are hyped in here. Hey, appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys coming through today, enjoying the stream. We'll be live in just a second. As soon as they decide to hit that live button, we'll see what's going on. Make sure if you guys are new to the channel or if you guys are just new to the stream, make sure you guys drop a like on the stream. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys coming through, hanging out, relaxing. There we go. Let's grab all this. All right, we good. It's in 2 hours. No, it's in 4 minutes. So it's 10:15 Eastern time. They confirmed it also because a lot of people were confused about the time. Right here. Go to Division 2. Live stream is at 10 ET. 7:15 a.m. Pacific time. So it's going to be live in approximately 3 minutes. They should go live. So this was a tweet that so it should be live. I think a lot of people got confused because when you load up the game, it says, hey, the game, it's gonna start. I think it was supposed to be later in the day based on what that tweet said, but no, it's in we should be live in about 3 minutes. They should be live right now. Oh, here they're live right now. Oh, they are live, I think. Wait, they're live, right? Wait, I think they are. Where's it? Let me refresh it. There we go. Here we go, baby. Here we go. Told you we live. Hey. We got it says 17 minutes. What? I guess we got a little bit of they need more time to prep. Yo, they got music going. Let's drop the music down. Y'all ready? 17 minutes, yeah, it'll start. Do you one of the reasons why I was able to play Legendary Solo with your builds? Hey, Andrew, appreciate you, man. Hey, how's everybody doing today? I see a lot of new names in here. I haven't seen y'all in a minute. A lot of you guys quiet in the... Hey, Jay, what's going on, man? Let's see if I recognize any names from, like... I see a lot of new names in here, man. Appreciate you guys coming through, though. What do you guys think? Who do you guys think our target's gonna be? Like, who do you think that we're going after? That's what I want to know. Who's the main target of this whole thing? Oh, and for all of you guys who don't know, this is the date that they write. And like in the US, we write the month first, but in other countries, they write the date first. So just in case, I know a lot of you guys probably are like, what is 9/5? Is that September 5th? No. So that is, it was something I learned too. But so in other countries, they write the date first. In the US, we write the month first, right? So we're usually May 5th. So, sorry, May 9th. And then they're actually the 9th of May, 2022. So that's just how they write theirs, just in case any of you guys were wondering about that. I think it's the start of something amazing, new content this year. I agree. Based on what the devs have been saying, they've been saying that we should have a full lineup of content throughout the year. But, the devs can say one thing. We just have to see what they actually produce at the end of the day, right? This is step one. We finally got something. Well, it's been like almost 2 years, right? 2 years since we've gotten anything substantial. I think Summit was the last time we've gotten an update, right? I think the Summit, and then it was just a replay of the season, so I wouldn't consider the replay. But the Summit was the last time we gotten anything new to the game, and then after that, but like any substantial, it's been over like 2 years, I want to say, right? And then so this is gonna be the first one right here. I appreciate you guys. If you guys are new, dropping in. Hey, Paul. Hey, welcome, man. Hey, Dominique, what's going on? Hey, cool to see the badges in here. Oh, man, it's been a while since I streamed and seen badges. Hey, I like the red one, Paul. That one's actually pretty nice. The little red skills logo, that's kind of cool. So, yeah, so then after that, that was about it. That was the last content we've had. So it'd be good to see something fresh, reviving, and at least new content, something getting us in the right way would be cool. A member for 28 months, Dominique. Hey, appreciate you, man. Love the gold symbol. Appreciate the love, man. Appreciate it. I think that's the 2 year badge you got next to your name, man. I appreciate the 2 years supporting the channel. Thank you, man. I want to know more about the hunters. They all look so badass. I would love them to give us a DLC on the hunters. Well, it seems like the hunters are coming in countdown, so there might be something more behind them. I wonder if we'll ever have a manhunt that targets nothing but hunters, right? Like we go after each. It's like there's 4 different hunters and then there's a main hunter. I wonder if they'll ever have that where like we go after, like our manhunt for the season will be just nothing but hunters. Yo, appreciate all the support, guys. If you guys could do me a favor, drop a like on the stream. That's all I'm asking, man. Just for you guys to hit a like on the stream and show that love. I think we got 190 likes. We have 863 people watching the stream. Just smash the like, guys. Appreciate you guys for coming through and joining it. We got about 12 minutes left. I guess we could just chit chat a little bit in here. I actually took off today. I took leave. I was supposed to be working. I heard the stream was going live. I already had an appointment in the morning for my dog, and I was like, you know what, like I might as well just take leave for the rest of the day, because so I put in leave for the day, and then they granted it, so I was able to stream for you guys. What happened to Schaefer? Supposedly he's still there. And what we're gonna do is we are going to drop these. I'm gonna turn off the alert box, guys, for a little bit until like everybody as we get new people in here subbing and stuff. But I'll read out any donations. I'll read out any new members and stuff like that. But just so like we don't keep getting that, like especially during the stream. P said Faye's not dead. Hey. Watching from Australia. Hey, welcome everybody. Hey, Stoner. Hey, thank you for the $1.99 donation. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate the love. Thanks for the support. Have you guys been watching the new gear that's coming? Is there anything you guys are looking for in particular? Are you guys looking for the new gear set? What about the new exotics? What exotics are you guys looking for? So we have the Dread, which is the sniper rifle. We have the blue screen, which is the LMG. And then we have the exotic mask. Like, is there a particular exotic you guys are after? I'm more a fan of the Dare LMG, the one with perfect spotter. So I think that's the LMG, and that's just a named LMG. That's the one I think I want to go after first. I want to go after that, and then obviously the new Heartbreaker gear set. My face is covered in the countdown. My bad. Hold on. I will fix it for you guys. Hold on. Let me get this. There we go, baby. Is that better? I got you guys. I fixed it. There we go. Trying to get this right. All right. I think we should be good here. All right, perfect. Wait, why does it look a little bit? But that's full screen. All right. That's them. Under 10 minutes, baby. The new LMG gear set. You talking about the one that's the AR LMG? Yeah, it looks pretty good. Heartbreaker will be the new meta. Hey, Pedro, what's going on? How are you? Do you think they will tell us more about the future work they are planning? Okay, so you're talking about future content. I think this stream right here is gonna focus on what's coming for TU15, but maybe they'll give us a hint at something that's coming in the future. But I wouldn't like hold it at. I wouldn't be like, you know what, 100% they're gonna tell us something. But this is really gonna be focused on TU15, what we're getting in TU15, and what's coming with season 9. So this whole special report is just focused all on that, right? All the small tweaks, changes, and stuff like that. Now, could they give us something in for the future? I don't know. I think they might save that for another stream. But I think this is step one, right? We haven't had one of these in a while. Now, they're not doing State of the Games anymore, but I imagine instead of State of the Games, they're gonna go to these special reports where they just talk about what's going on in the game and what's going on. Hey, Chrisman. Hey, thank you for the $9.99 donation. Appreciate the love, man. Hey, thanks for keeping us updated with the Division content and helping us become better agents. Hey, Chrisman. Hey, thank you for the love, man. Thank you for showing love today. Nothing but skills. I am happy with any new exotics I can get. I still need to get some of the current exotics still. Hey, I'm going to tell you, Martinez, the best time is during seasons, because a lot of times during the seasonal track, you'll get those exotic caches. So you always have a chance of getting exotics that you didn't have before. So If you didn't haven't got exotics, you'll probably end up getting them with the new seasons. And the great thing about when new seasons come out, more players play. And usually, like if I randomly matchmake, so a lot of times I'll randomly matchmake, like, and I'm just one agent, but I know there's a lot of agents that do this. They'll get exotics and they'll drop them, and then that's how like you end up picking up exotics that you might not have either. Hey, did they buff the Eagle Bear? I wonder if it's better now in PvE. I don't think they buffed Eagle Bear at all. Hey, Bush, what's going on, man? When is TU15 releasing? TU15, again, is releasing on Thursday. It's weird that we get an update on a Tuesday, but it has been confirmed by multiple devs that the update is going to be dropping Thursday. Most likely what is happening is on Tuesday, they're preloading everything, and then they're just gonna hit the live button on Thursday. So they don't have to release everything on Tuesday. And I'm assuming maintenance is gonna happen on Tuesday. They're gonna have it preloaded, and then Thursday, they're gonna hit the live button, and then the season will go live. You're a hoarder, you want everything? I always give mine out. Yeah, see, most people, like when there's players, like usually I drop all my exotics that I don't need. Like, cause I'm maxed out on the 20 exotics that we can keep. You know, like once you just deconstruct them, you get the exotic components. So I don't need to keep them anymore. Excited for LMG buffs. Yeah, Dominique, I think LMGs are gonna have a nice little meta run for a little bit. I don't think we've had a LMG run in a while, like a LMG meta in a while. I think the last time was, you remember when the LMG came out and it was in Warlords. What was the IWI? And that thing was a beast, and then they nerfed it. But LMGs were a meta for a little bit, especially the beginning of the raid, the first raid. LMGs were really holding it down for a minute. And then they got nerfed. And I feel like LMGs will make another run for their money right now, especially with the gear set that is targeted towards it. So that one gives you 15% LMG damage and AR damage. So we could start to see a lot more AR and LMG builds, which is kind of cool. Hey, Tokyo, thank you for joining the School of Skills. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for the info. Yeah, the Lady Death keeps eluding me. You know, Martinez, the only way I got the Lady Death, I tried the bosses in New York City forever. Like I did multiple runs, but with the cooldown time, you know how like they don't, like when you kill one boss, you have to wait, what is it, 30 minutes before the next bosses pop up. It never dropped for me. I ended up getting my first Lady Death from an exotic cache, and then I got my second Lady Death from exotic cache. Yeah, so I think the two Lady Deaths I do have, they just came from exotic caches that I got from the season or from the global event. LMG AR builds. Chill Out is not available anymore. Leo, it is not available anymore. I would expect them to maybe add that back into the loot pool at some point, for the fact that it is kind of a unique piece, and it's not like it's a Christmas piece. So that piece was actually part of the holiday event, right? And now they took it out of the loot pool, but I would expect them maybe in the near future, if they haven't, they'll probably drop it. What was the question, Cole? I didn't see you. It's a good question, Cole. Where is he? Is D2 worth coming back if you haven't played over a year? I think it is, man. Like, I think if you haven't played the Division 2 over a year, it's always good to come back. I think I've taken breaks from multiple games. I want to say, honestly, I've taken like 2 months breaks from the Division at points throughout the Division 2. I've logged on just to see what's going on, and I get back into it. But that's just me. I cover the Division a lot, so I technically keep track of what's going on and like mess with different things. But like, I have friends that have taken like a year break, and they come back and they're like, holy, this game is totally different. And it depends on how long you've been out. Did you fully max out your Shade Watch? Did you even play any of the seasons to see what's going on with Fei Lao? So there's a lot of little things you can still do. And remember, even if you miss the seasons themselves, you can still go after the manhunt target, which will, once you do season 9, it should unlock the Fei Lao, her mission and stuff like that, so you can kind of still catch up with the story. I get why they made the Chill Out seasonal named item though. Need to increase lockbox storage and put share box in clan room and clan members wanted to.
Hello, how are you guys?
Oh, I hear people.
Oh my god, it's been ages. We haven't done one of those, so I don't know what to say anymore.
Oh, I hear
I
Yannick.
know, how about you? But that's
You
the
guys hear
first
him?
time for me, so I'm good.
How is everybody doing? Can you hear us? This is the your traditional sound check. Please confirm if you can hear us.
Hey, I hear ya.
Let's see the beard. People are ready to see the beard. Sorry, unfortunately, I
Will
don't
they
have
see the
one.
beard though? What if
Small
I
token
actually
appreciation
shit?
for the information and entertainment. Hey, Nebo Crates. Hey,
Guys,
I
hope
don't know if I
that's
said that
fine,
right, but
I
hey,
don't
appreciate
have
you,
it.
man. Appreciate the $10 dono. Thanks for the love, man.
Maybe next time I can go about some carnival shops.
You guys hear him, right? Can you guys hear that? I'm gonna grab some more water.
Wait, are you going to stream with a fake beard?
Imagine.
That should happen.
It's a
I
Facebook.
would love that. Oh yeah, okay. Chat is. I was like, chat is not reacting. I don't know what's going on.
No,
And
no,
then
no,
I
no.
realized
They're
it's-
reacting.
I had to
Yeah.
restart the stream somehow. The chat was just broken. So
Yeah.
here we are.
People can hear us confirmed, so that's good. Nice
Yes.
to know. Only 2 minutes left. Oh my god, I'm so
Yep.
anxious.
My bad, guys. I had to. I was running on empty. I needed a little bit of some energy. Whew. All right. Well, what did they say? What did I miss? They stopped talking? Yo, this stuff right here, guys, if you guys haven't tried it already, it's advanced. GG, they have energy. They have a focused one. It's one of my favorite energy drinks to take. I think I'm addicted to energy drinks, though. I'm going to tell you guys. At work, like, I have to drink energy drinks. It's probably so bad for me, but I try to pick the ones that have the least amount of stuff in them. The ones that have are like green tea extracts, stuff like that. That's the one I try to like stick to. They said April Fools. No, they didn't. All right, let me try to read through some of these comments. What's going on? Hey, appreciate all the donations today, guys. Appreciate the people who did join the memberships. Appreciate all the love, man, that you guys have been showing today, man. And everybody who's in here hanging out, just watching the stream, man. Well, how many people got in here?
This is Lumen.
We have
the first device
1,400
for
people
hacking your
watching this stream right now, man. That's crazy. We haven't seen Division 2 hype like that in a minute. So love to see it. Love to see you guys in here hanging out. Thanks again, as always, man. Yo, the numbers is crazy today. Holy. This is crazy. They got 7,000 people. Hey, we're keeping up with the official Division stream. You see this? Look. Nah, they got 6,000 on us. But hey, we're up there, man. Hey, appreciate you guys hanging out, man. Man, I don't think I've had this many concurrent viewers since we did the raid. Oh, here it goes.
Detonation imminent.
Shh.
Warning. Full lockdown initiating. Proceed with caution. Eliminate security breach. Experimental reactor unstable. EMP detonation imminent. Warning. 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 Please proceed to the transmission.
Hello everyone, my name is Daria. I'm the new dev for the Division 2 and we're here today to uncover all the secrets of TU15 and Season 9. And today with me is Yannick. You all know him very well.
Hi.
It's very exciting.
That was the game mode countdown.
It's been a long time
Yes.
for the game. I mean, it's my first stream, so I'm good, as I mentioned. But I know that is super exciting for the whole community and for the team as well.
It's just so good to be live again, to just be able to talk to all of you. And the past weeks, anyway, have been just amazing. Like it's been a long time. I think I talked a bit about it.
It's not
to
a
some
raid,
people,
guys.
but it's like it's been a long wait for all of you, obviously, and for everyone that loves the game. It's been a long wait for us as well. I mean, we've been working on this and we've been wanting to talk about it for so long, and now it's out there, and now we get to talk about it as much as we want, and that's amazing.
Yeah, it is. I'm
That's
very
good.
excited.
Oh yes.
So that's our new
Also-
community
that-
developer.
We have a live
The,
stream.
the girl on the right, she's the new community dev. So she
Temporary one,
she
but it's-
manages everything with
Actually, a live stream,
communications.
but it's a live stream room today.
We didn't have one for a while.
We've actually stolen the podcast studio from Peter, so I hope he's not going to be too mad about that. But it's, yeah. Some of you might recognize that table.
Can we show the table?
Can you show the table? It feels weird. I'm touching the bottom of the screen now. That
It's
table.
Story.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm bringing the cringe already. The table. It still smells of Hamish, maybe a bit.
Yeah, Division
I'm not
has
Hamish.
always been
I didn't
clutch
have a beard.
at their
but
videos,
you'll
like
have to
when they
go
announce
with
the
the
videos. 100%. Ubisoft is really good at that.
But
At the
yeah,
end of the
maybe
day,
next time we'll have a beard.
their
We'll
videos
see.
for like
Maybe for
Assassin's
now.
Creed, Watch Dogs, Division,
Interesting.
anything that they put out with Vision, visually, they have a good team for that.
Hamish.
Anyway, gonna have to work on the accent. But that's okay.
Yeah, gonna be hard for me. Okay, so today we gonna show you a lot of cool new stuff, and I know that a lot of you have been waiting for a lot of time, and what you can expect to see in the stream. I'm announcing it ahead, so if you guys think that you don't want to avoid spoilers, that's information for you. So we're going to talk about the PTS results, of course. We're going to talk about countdown new mod. We're going to talk about expertise system. We're going to probably touch on a little bit new season, Hidden Alliance, new targets, new history, continuation of the story, and a lot of other cool things.
Yes, it's all Season 9, it's all TU15, it's coming, and yeah, a lot of the things that are included in this update
Hidden
are there
Alliance.
already. We had a PTS, we will talk about that, so all this information is already public. But it's just good to talk about it again and like try to go in a bit more details on all of those things. So
Yeah, but not everything. There
Not
are still
everything.
some secrets,
Yeah, of
and
course.
yeah, things that you're gonna see today for the first time.
Yeah.
But then again, we're not gonna show you everything. There is still gonna be something left as a special treat for later this week. So keep your eyes on our social media. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Reddit, Discord. Like, just follow us everywhere. That is very important, especially for me. I'm your new com dev, so give me the good numbers, you guys.
help Daria just show our boss that she's doing a good job. So follow everywhere. Please engage with all the tweets and all the things out there.
Yeah, that's
gonna
very
help Daria.
important for us. And yeah, it's
Is it free? Yeah, it's
very
free.
exciting for me because I'm the new addition to the team, and it's been less than 2 months now.
How has it been?
Oh, it's been
Smooth, easy, long onboarding.
It always seems like everything
periods,
lasts a minute,
taking
almost
it
feels
slow
like
from
they
the
the
don't
longest. That was the longest onboarding ever.
know what to
like
talk
1
about,
week.
dragging the conversation on.
Honestly.
And I
But
think,
then
I
again,
honestly, I
I'm
think
very
she's just a
excited
little
for
nervous.
you.
She's a little
Yeah,
new.
it does feel
She's
like
new to the
lifetime opportunity.
It's
and
her first time on camera in front of
I would say
everybody in
it
the
will
division
come
right now,
perfect
right? Like there's
because,
8,000 people watching her, plus we have what, 1,800 people
and
here
it's
watching
not really
her.
a secret, and a lot of my former colleagues know
She's
about
doing a good
that.
job. She's
I
new.
had the division as an example of how you can engage with your community and get people hyped up and heard, and actually be as a valuable part of the team as well. And I think that has been very big for division, and it feels surreal to actually now be sitting here, you know?
It's your responsibility.
Yeah.
So you mean when like engage with the community and do a good job of working with the community, you mean not the part where we were silent for a year and a half?
Definitely not that part,
You
but then
wouldn't recommend
again,
that? Or?
yeah, no,
Okay.
I would not recommend
just-
that.
just-
I mean,
Aaron, the
now
whole
that I'm
update
here
is
and
free.
I know that the team has been amazing. It has been doing everything in their power to get the content to you as fast as possible. But of course, there are some limitations, and we can just talk a little bit about that because that's not really a secret, and we want you guys to have.
You know what I do like about her though? Ever since she took
we've
over
been
the
pretty,
lead job,
hopefully open. Or
she's
quite
been
open
like
on
really
the
like
situation with
interactive
game
with the
and,
community. The
a
Division
while
2
ago,
official
feels like
Twitter's been really
lifetime ago
interactive,
now.
so I really like that.
We explained that after the release of title update 12 and season 4, this was actually supposed to be our last update, and this was supposed to be the end for the support of Division 2. But then, thanks to the good performance of the game, thanks to the support of the community, thanks to all of that, it was decided that we should keep going. But you know what that means, and I think like some people in the community manage to understand that, but it's not always clear for everyone on what happens behind the scenes when we say that. Well, what happens is we had to start from scratch because since we were supposed to stop support for the game, that means we sent everyone away because we want everybody to keep their job, so we send them to other projects. When we are told we need to keep going, then it's not like, oh, wait, no, sorry, you're not going on that new project, you're coming back to the division. Like, we don't do that unless people want to come back. But so what that means is at this point, it's like, it's cool, we get to keep supporting the game, but we need to find a team.
Yeah, basically restarting the whole process, right?
Yeah, so it's finding a team, it's relearning a lot of the processes, relearning how to work on this game, changing the way we work, because scale-wise, we're talking, of course, about a smaller team compared to what the team size we used to have. So it's not just about working the way we used to and just filling the positions with new people. It's about changing the way we work, because you don't work the same with hundreds of people as you do.
Hey, G, thank you for the $5 donation. Appreciate you, man.
So there was a lot of work, and of course that's, what that means is that the actual work on the update did not start on the very first day. As soon as we announced that we were going to keep supporting the game, there was still a lot that was happening behind the scenes on preparing all of that, and not just preparing for that one update, but preparing for.
Yeah, they were gonna
long-term
stop
support.
doing it. They were gonna stop
Because,
supporting this
we
game
explained
back in
to them
March.
already, this
The
is
last
not just
update,
TU15, this is not just
Fail
for
out that
season
season.
one. It's a
That was supposed to be the
return
end
to,
of the Division 2.
continuous support for the
Yeah.
game with more seasons after that in an entire year of content.
But that came out a long time
Spoiler.
ago.
Everything.
That's because I'm not reading my notes.
But no, that's
Don't spoil year for all.
too late for that. I
Sorry.
guess. Yeah, but the good thing is that with the ongoing work on rebuilding the team and hiring new people,
Yeah.
we're gonna have even more content in the future.
Yeah, I mean it's secured now that we're already working on future updates, and we have tons of ideas and ambitions on things we want to do. But also the good thing is coming back now with content and with TU15 and having the PTS.
Hey,
and
Con,
all
thank you for the
that
$5, man.
allowed
Appreciate
us
it.
to have a bit of a refresher, up-to-date view from the community on what they would like and what you guys want on the game. So I think it's good to have that conversation starting again, because last time we had those conversations was a long time ago. So things may have changed and people may want different things compared to what we knew back then. So I think it's great that this conversation has restarted, and now we get to think a bit more long term with the game.
Yeah, definitely. And with the pandemic and real life events, that of course also has some limitations.
Yeah, I mean it's
Wasn't easy for the team.
No, and even already on year 2, when we did seasons 1 through 4, the pandemic had started already, and so some of it had an impact on the year. One example that I like to use is in terms of recording, for example, recording voiceovers. That was one thing with when the pandemic started and all the recording studios were shutting down because lockdowns. We were recording the voiceovers of seasons 1, 2, or 1 was done already, but 2, 3, and 4. So we had to record as fast as we could before all the studios locked down. And so, it's all those kind of things that you don't really think of, but it's like, okay, then we record everything, and then we have very, fewer options for iteration compared to what we would usually do. Usually we would revisit a lot of that and re-record and iterate as many times as needed to reach the quality we want. But in this case, we had to compromise on all of that because, just not everything was available the way it used to.
Yeah,
and of course also everybody working from home, which is great for some people, less great for others, because the access to the tools and all of that is just not as easy.
Yeah, when rising from the ashes is no longer a metaphor, but a description of our life.
Yes.
And yeah, actually there is, I'm like not the only new hire, probably the most recent one, but there is another great team of people that we wanted to introduce to you guys. It's the team from our Bucharest office in Ubisoft Romania. And we have a very nice message from them. Let's watch.
Ubisoft Romania was founded in 1992, and we're the first Ubisoft production studio to be founded outside France. There are currently over 1,800 employees on multiple departments: production, quality control, IT department. Today, I'm proud to say that Ubisoft Bucharest is the second largest Ubisoft studio worldwide and has a strong history of contributing to AAA franchises such as Assassin's Creed, Tom Clancy Ghost Recon, Watch Dogs, Just Dance, and now Division. The work on Division 2 started on April 1st, 2021 with a team of just 15 people. We quickly grew to a peak of 35 for delivering Gear 4 on all job families: artists, designers, programmer, QA. The team was very happy to work on Division 2, working on a live game where everything happens fast. We receive live feedback from a big, great community, and you need to quickly act on it.
Working on this title represented a great opportunity and challenge. We had the chance to work with the Snowdrop engine, which was the first time for Ubisoft Romania, on a new pipeline and a well-established IP. We knew we had to get familiar with existing content and gameplay systems fast to reach the high standards set by the main game and its previous updates. One of the biggest challenges was to adapt to the workflow of a live game. Not only continue working on the new updates, but also understanding the needs of the Division 2 community.
Gear 4 started from the idea of new content for Division 2 and its community. New content and new features. Together with the team at Massive, we put together several ideas for the content and
They had to build a full team
there were
from
several
scratch. That's
features
pretty
related
crazy.
to the countdown mode and what type of mode it was going to be, how many players, complexity, and so on. As for the map, the entire team contributed with ideas related to the environment and what would fit best. In the end, we decided to go with a co-op mode with 8 players and matchmaking because it would be the most versatile option.
The map environment had to be something that makes sense with the countdown mode and that sets a fast pace straight away, but there are also size and tech constraints connected to this. What we knew for sure is that we wanted to
Isn't
offer
this
the
the
players
team
the
that's
fantasy of exploring a surprising, inaccessible location,
working on the Ghost Recon
which is
game
something
too?
Division excels at. So we had big shoes to fill. We investigated multiple themes and narrowed it down to 3 different briefs, out of which the power plant was a winner. Next, we did detailed research on these types of facilities and started to flesh out the different spaces, considering their identity, visuals, and moods. Countdown had to be compelling, so we constantly kept looking for ways to convey the tense atmosphere. We initially had daytime on the exterior of the map, but we felt we had to push things a bit more, so we changed it closer to nighttime. We had a lot of fun working on the map, and we are excited to be able to finally share it with the community.
Okay, so they were the team that were in charge of Countdown?
What a nice video. So,
All those beautiful faces.
and as Tim mentioned in the video, they played a crucial role in delivering the countdown.
Yeah.
And yeah, maybe can talk a
Yeah,
little more
I mean,
about that.
Countdown and a bunch of things in this update.
Hey, what's going on,
Yes,
Morian?
and,
No, they did
Ghost
not
has
work
been
on
our
Ghost.
main
Same
partner,
studio, yes.
since
Oh,
we
okay.
started working
Same. That's what I
on
meant. The
this
same
update
studio
and
that
all
worked
the
on Ghost.
producing
I got you.
equipment, for the division.
Hey, Morian, I see you in
they've been
here.
a great partner. You know, it's really not easy to jump into a project, take over the bulk of it, and basically take over the work of someone else. I think if you would start from a game that hasn't been shipped yet, that would probably be very different. But here, taking a game that already has 2 years, that has been made by someone else, like I don't code myself, but I always hear from coders. You know, I'm sure some people in the chat are actually coders in video games or other disciplines. You don't like to go and work on somebody else's code because everybody has a different way of doing it. So you can imagine that for them to jump into that, learning the game, learning how the game works, learning how the game was made, learning the new engine, learning all of that, learning to work with us, and all of us setting up those processes of how do we collaborate together. That was a huge endeavor, and the team really took it beautifully and did it really great. And I hope they're watching. And good job, everyone, because we're
Hey,
super
Michael,
proud
thank you
of
for the
what we
$50
did.
donation. Appreciate the love, man. Appreciate the support. Dang.
And yes, Countdown
Hey,
is
thank you, man.
One manifestation of that. It's
Thanks for the
mostly,
professionalism over
work
the
with
years,
the
hey,
Ghost
man.
team.
No, thank you for
We worked on,
donating,
the
and thank you
ideas
for
together,
supporting the
and
stream, man, as
actually
always.
Bringing it to life was all from them. And I think they did a really good job at bringing something that matches the vision we had agreed on, and also still
Hey, Gamer Insanity, how you doing, man?
follows the legacy of the Division 2. and
I'm
what,
still more impressed
you
with
know,
the
what
fact that they
Division
had to
is known
build a
for.
whole new
That
team
space is
for this.
beautiful. You want to explore it. You want to stay.
It just
there,
makes more
slowly
sense why it took them
because,
so long
the
after they
gameplay
announced they were going to
is
do
fun.
content.
You know, good PvP as we like to do it, or PvE. Sorry, I said PvP, or PvE, as we like to do it. And it's really been a pleasure, and it's just the beginning because we're going to keep collaborating together for the future updates. So,
Yeah. And it actually, it's very nice and inspiring, especially for me as a new person, to see how every single
The Division 2
person
logos,
working on the game,
perfect
no
as is.
matter the discipline, super passionate about everything and wants only the best.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at least that's my kind of impression of our play sessions that we usually have with Bucharest team. Which were very helpful, especially during the PDS, because it allows us to witness all the.
They're going to show us stuff
issues
about
that was
TU15.
reported by the community and kind of get together and discuss everything and actually find the solutions. So it was nice.
Yeah, I think it's a pleasure to come to work every day.
Hey,
because
Joseph,
it's,
thank you, man.
The team we have today with Bucharest and the team at Massive and all of that, everybody's just super passionate. And I know that you say that all the time with teams working on video games, but for most of the people, it's people who chose to be on Division 2. People that had choices, even us at Massive. Like we could be working on Star Wars, we could be working on something else, and instead we decided to stay on Division because that's the project we're passionate about. So, and that's a vibe you get from a lot of people in that team. So it might be a smaller team, but it's a team that is just really loving the game and want to make it as good as we can.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually the silver lining that can be found almost in everything that this team does. And I'm saying that as a person who just joined, so it's super obvious for me. And it's a lot of inspiration, a lot of passion shared around the office, a lot of very interesting discussions, but we're not going to spoil it to you. Not now. And actually, I mentioned the PDS, and I must say that maybe because I'm a newcome dev and I was kind of helping with
Hey,
it,
1 Hour City, they're going to get to
because
it.
the
We just got to give them a
content
second,
of it,
man. They're just
it's
talking.
the most successful PDS that we
On
had
their
so
stream?
far. And we had 19K players, even a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
So it was very exciting and actually super productive and allowed us to uncover a lot of quite nasty bugs and issues, but that is what PDS is for, so totally fine.
She's the new
Better to have them
community
on the PTS than
developer.
having them on
Captain
the game when we
America.
launched the update.
Definitely. And of course, we also received tons of valuable feedback and suggestions from the community, and we were even able to act on a lot of those suggestions. For example, countdown difficulty,
Yes.
right? Expertise, cost, and
And gear as
and
well.
gear, yeah,
changes,
balancing.
and fixing some of the bugs, and of course the delta issues that that we heard about, and all of that. So yeah, it was great on one hand to just see the enthusiasm from everyone to actually come back and test it and just try to see what this update is about. And have all those conversations and engaging with everyone, but it was also
Wait, what happened?
extremely valuable
Oh,
in terms of
I thought we lost
the
him.
sheer outcome we get out of this PTS in terms of learnings, in terms of
Thought we lost
bugs
him.
that are found and balancing changes.
Yeah. So we sincerely thank every single person who took part in testing and helped us make the game better. It won't be possible without you, so thank you so much. And yeah, I think since we kind of teased quite a lot of things about new season, it's actually about time to dive straight
Yeah, let's
into
talk about the
that
new
and,
season. Let's go. Come on.
Tell you everything about new season.
Season 9. Here we go, guys. Here we go.
This is Captain Lewis of the True Sons. My advanced team is already in DC. You still have no idea what you're up against.
New targets, Lewis.
Full lockdown initiating.
I missed that. Wait, they didn't show. I want to see that thing again.
Cool is
They-
that,
it was too
right?
quick.
It's super cool. I mean, I'm excited. So let's just go through everything.
Thank
that
you.
We saw right
That was so
now.
quick.
So in season 9, which is a part of
It's a
2.15 update,
True Sons
of course
boss?
you're gonna get everything that was available on the PDS, countdown, expertise. Of course, you have seen the new manhunt calendar and the season pass. So absolutely, totally, that's gonna be in there. And for the season pass, we're gonna get a new reward track with a lot of cool items available in there, including exotics, including Heartbreaker new gear set,
Yes.
and a
Oh,
lot
here we
of
go. The new seasonal
new
track.
Cool.
Oh, you
meaty
see that mask?
Gear dies that I don't want to spoil to you right
Oh,
now.
they just
but
showed.
you're
It was like
gonna
a
see that one in
full,
there.
a full
Amazing.
mask with like.
Actually, just state of the art. Amazing.
But it is.
It was a
Because I know that some people were not
level
sure about
100,
that, but it is
you
a
unlock
full-fledged
it.
new season. So it's not, we've been rerunning
Yeah,
seasons for the past year.
Oh, here we go.
went through 1, 2,
So we have the new target, Lewis.
1, 3, 4, 2, because why not?
They
But
don't
it's
pause it. I don't understand this.
it is. This one is a completely new one.
gonna have to
so
go
it
back
comes
and
with all
watch
the
this.
novelty that you can expect from a new season. Yeah, new gear, new rewards, new manhunt, new story, and all of that, and even a few extras.
Yeah. And oh yeah, the Apparel event. Honestly, I was thinking there's
Oh, here you
something
go.
I forgot to mention.
Yeah, some people were asking
Yeah,
if there would
yeah.
be new apparel. Yes.
Two of them at
Two
the
apparel
same
events,
time.
yeah.
Yeah, and they're really amazing. The designs just out of your mind. So
That's the new exotic
And that's
mask.
also part of the actually, to go back on your team and all that. That's also
That
a
was
pipeline
the
to completely,
exotic,
restart.
SVD.
So I know we had said back then when
That
we
was
said
the
we
King
would,
Breaker.
need time to bring back content. We said we would still be making new apparel events, but turns out that actually rebuilding that pipeline to be able to make them.
Oh, that's the new gear set
was
right there.
also a lot of work, and that's something. That,
You know what I like about the gear set? On the
that,
front of the
our
chest piece, it
producer
says
Paddy,
tank.
Put a lot of work into.
'Cause it's like- it's kinda
a lot
like a
of
tank
sweat and
build.
Tears, I don't know, but it's been it's been a whole process. But now I think we've landed in a really good place where we're able to produce apparel, and I think people will notice the quality.
Yeah, it's definitely too fast, man.
It's gonna be pretty good.
Oh, here you go. Look at the very end.
And
no,
also,
they show this-
new
showing
season
through the
means
tracks.
the continuation of the story
Yes.
and trigger warning.
Oh, at 95 you
death.
get the exotic right there. That mask right there. So at 95 you unlock the
Sorry,
exotic.
I
the exotic
needed
mask.
to get it out there. So before we continue discussing
It looks like.
countdown and expertise, I want us
Who
to...
does she mean?
I don't know.
Who's dead?
Watches. I don't have watches on me. Weird, but... So, before we start discussing
Yes.
new manhunt, new targets,
Yeah.
is there anything you want to come clean about?
No, so no, it's there's been a lot of conversation from season 4 all the way to now about where season 4 ended, and season 9 is a direct, it's the direct consequences of season 4. It comes immediately after in our timeline. So that whole year that we waited between season 4 and now didn't happen in our story. In our story, you start season 9 immediately after the events of Camp White Oak, where you went after Feilau. And yes, Feilau is dead. She is dead. She's not coming back. You took her down, even though Isaac didn't say it. Isaac is a computer. Sometimes computers bug. I don't know. I'm sure we'll.
Did they just mute the stream?
Why Isaac didn't say anything, but no, Feilau is dead. She
Yo,
was
they
always
muted
going to
him
be dead.
talking.
That was the reason why I'm saying that it's
no.
not as a spoiler to season 9. It is something that we had intended to be clear at the end of the season 4. It wasn't clear, but it was not unclear because we intended it that way. It's just the execution made it unclear. So that's why I want to confirm that when you go into season 9, it's not a surprise. Feilau is dead. But what happened there? Like, why did she do all of that? Why did she go rogue? Why did she assassinate the president? Why did she blame it on the division? Like, all of that, this is
Rest in peace,
all
Feilau.
the questions that we're building on for season 9. So season 9, as I said, takes place immediately after, starting directly from Camp White Oak, with, the dead body of Feilau, and allowing us to start, answering some of those questions as you go through the season. So it's really about what happened there, but also everything that is happening in the city. There are still threats everywhere, and you saw in that trailer a new enemy that is arising with Captain Lewis, who's one of the new leaders of the True Sons, and is coming for Washington D.C. And all of that, of course, will connect. And so it's a lot of story. It's going to hopefully provide some answers to the questions that showed up after season 4. Bring new questions as well, because why not? And yeah, it is overall an ambition for the entire year to just lean a bit more heavily into story and do a bit of a better job at delivering story and creating compelling story that people will want to come from season to season to unfold more of it.
Yeah, our narrative director is actually creating a lot of new surprises for us. Hello, Lauren. Thank you so much for that. I don't know. I can't really be so happy about Feilau's death, but yeah. Now
Do you guys think we'll get a
cat
cutscene
is
for
out of the
Feilau?
bag, we can actually
And now it's
show.
clear, so now you can
Yeah,
make your peace with
yeah,
it.
and
All
that-
of you.
yeah.
She's dead. Not coming back.
But now we can move on to manhunt targets, including Captain Lewis, the prime target. We're gonna have in season 9, and we have a trailer for all our new targets. Let's watch this one.
Keener's dead.
Well, it looks like the True Sons are getting bolder under their new leader, General Anderson. He used to be a strategist for Ridgeway, and it looks like his ambition has reached new heights. He's smart. They're keeping him at a secure location. We're getting reports of 5 of his True Sons moving on DC. Major Castillo, a civilian turned True Son. Castillo's background is in engineering. He's been taking over radio frequencies and broadcasting these rants that, frankly, if you didn't know better, could be quite the recruiting tool. Sergeant Daniels. This woman is a piece of work. We're getting reports of her indiscriminately assassinating civilians in the street. She's on a rampage. We've also got a logistical nightmare on our hands with Lieutenant Chang. His background and experience has shored up the True Sun supply lines and weapons. We can't afford to let him build their stockpiles. Then there's Major Xander. She has some anger management issues. Xander's been torturing and interrogating civilians. I don't know what she's hoping to learn from them, but we can't allow her to carry out this inquisition. And last but not least is Captain Lewis. We haven't actually seen him in DC yet, but we've intercepted comms that imply he and General Anderson are planning something big. Agent, you know what to do.
Yo, I like their gear. They're pretty cool.
So yeah, those are the new targets, and actually the first one, the alpha target, Castillo, is going to be available right on the day of the release, so May 12th, and you can start hunting for Castillo right away.
Yes. And then the other ones. And yeah, all the way to Captain Lewis, who's a pretty cool character.
So May 12th is the
Really?
release date of the first
Yeah,
target.
no spoilers because we were explicitly asked by a lot of players that they want this stream to be spoiler free, so we're not gonna provide a lot of details.
We're asking people to be respectful of spoilers, so we should discipline ourselves to do the same. This is just so much good things to talk about.
Yeah. But actually, while we still have that on replay, we can start discussing countdown bit by bit, because there is quite a lot to cover. And as you guys know, especially those who were able to take part in the testing, that the countdown, the new PvE mod, is meant for 8 players, match-made players, so it's possible to find randos to play with. I know that some of you just don't like to do that, but let's agree it's much better than just try and search for people out there on social. So it will be possible for you to match-made with other players and try and beat it.
So they're talking about the new game
But
mode.
of course,
It's going to be matchmaking 8
answering
players.
the questions that I can envision, like I don't have the chat here, but I'm sure that there are questions being asked there.
Hey, James, welcome to School of Skills.
It still
Thank you.
will be possible for you to try and beat down the mode with less than 8 players. So if you have a group of friends with the quite decent builds and good coordination, it should be possible for you to try. And yeah, we've seen that during.
So they've already
PTS.
talked about this. They talked about countdown, 8-player matchmaking mode. You can beat it with less than 8 players if you have a really good team with synergized builds. But ideally, you just matchmake 8 players, go in there, you guys beat it, and rinse and repeat.
How does it perceive to be? The way we envisioned it was always, if you are, there's matchmaking for a reason. It's like if you are a player that either doesn't have a pre-made group of 8 or do not have the best gear in the world, you can use matchmaking. And if you find 7 other players that are in the same situation as you, just the sheer number of 8 players should allow you to get through, at least reach the point where you're completing the main objective. Extracting might be a bit more of a challenge, but you will get the rewards for having successfully stopped the events at the power plant. So the extraction is just bonus, but you should be able to get through. And of course, for players that are more advanced, that have teams that are really made, that are really good at strategizing, that have the best builds in the world, then the challenge comes into completing it with less than 8. So that's the way we try to balance it, which is making it achievable by 8 players that are not the most optimized players, and therefore the optimized players will look at completing it with less.
Yeah, we might unintentionally.
Hey Vince, love you too, man.
settle on
Thanks for watching.
the possibility of beating it solo or with less than 8.
I have no doubt that it will be possible, and it's always the same. But it's even on PTS, people had a few days of testing, and the balancing changed quite drastically, especially from PTS 1 to PTS 2. So it will take some time, but when you look at other content in the game, at first it took a lot of time for people to complete it, and now they've learned how to master it. So I have no doubt that it's going to be the same for Countdown. People will find the optimized ways to beat it, and therefore it's going to become easier for everyone to approach it, because people will become more and more knowledgeable about it and how it works.
Yeah, definitely. And the competition is on, so tweet at us once you're able to beat it solo or with 2 friends. It's going to be interesting for sure. But yeah, I mean, personally, I tried it on test builds, of course, before and on PDS as well. And the change in the difficulty was obvious. I mean, and I'm kind of happy with what we achieved with Phase 2.
Yep. Yeah, I think Phase 2 was much more where we wanted it to be. Phase 1, it felt off from the moment the PTS went live and people started playing it, and we watched the streams, and we went into the game ourselves and we played it, and we're all just realizing, okay, this is not where we wanted to be, and this wasn't what we had on our test builds internally. So yeah, that was again super useful for the PTS to get that.
So for anybody joining, they're just talking about the new game mode countdown. An 8-player matchmaking.
Looks like we landed.
It says raid when you join, but it's not a raid. It's a game mode.
We will tackle.
You can play it solo or with the group. Ideally, you probably will need, like, I would say, like 2 to 4 players with optimized builds to run through it to actually do it.
Talking about difficulty settings, we've seen a lot of
8 players
feedback,
would be ideal.
During all the PTS
And that's what they're talking about right now, guys. For anybody who just joined, just talking about the new game mode.
Whether or not it will be possible to introduce other difficulty options. I mean, we can't really promise anything right now, but we're looking into that. So at least we can say that.
So a lot of people ask, could we have a harder difficulty for it?
We don't want to take the choice away from everyone. So if
and then that's what
it's clear that everybody wants to have a chance to play it.
Yeah, you could solo queue. Well, Chris, you could actually start it and don't put fail matchmaking, and you can go in there by yourself.
Factor here is not enough.
But you will die.
Giving more granular options for everyone. So we're looking into that. It's a bit of a tricky thing, because it's not just as in, oh, well, just turn on the challenging and hard and normal difficulty and whatever. That's not how it works, of course.
Hey, what's going on, Tony?
Like that in video games. It's all quite more complex, but we're looking at how we could try to give a bit
BHR,
more,
there's matchmaking for
to
Countdown. So when you go in there, you can matchmake, and you can join 8 other players, or you can just team up with your 4 players and launch it.
Would it be fine to say that the possibility of adding new difficulty options is under the investigation, and we're going to collect more feedback after TU15 release and see what you guys think about the mod, and what other suggestions you would have after having your hands on it?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
I think Countdown's going to be the best place to farm gear once it comes out.
But we also want,
I doubt people will play Summit anymore.
More people.
I feel like people are going to be playing
usually
Countdown.
The population of the PTS,
because the drops are pretty good.
That is more advanced, more experienced with the game compared to the population we have on the main game. So we want to hear that part of the feedback as well once the mod is available to everyone, and of course also console players that didn't have a chance to be on PTS. We want to hear everyone in terms of looking at where did we land with difficulty in the end, and then do we need to tune that difficulty, and do we need to add more options, and then can we do it? These are all the things we're going to be looking at moving forward.
Yeah, you heard the man. Keep the feedback coming. And I think that we pretty much covered the countdown, so let's just move to expertise feature.
Oh, finally, we get to talk about this expertise
of the PTS, and we also collected tons of valuable feedback.
Yes. I still don't know enough about it.
Yeah, so here is the feature. I hope you can see the screenshot. It probably would be valuable for those who were not able to test it on the PTS. And here we have the expertise menu.
So as you can see, super straightforward, very smooth, easy to understand. No, I mean, expertise is it's a complex feature, and we always struggle to even sum it up in a few words, because it is advanced, and it is for advanced gameplay. But the idea with expertise is really to add a new way for players to gain power and also making that a kind of a future-proof solution.
Yes, Countdown is
because
coming
this
on
expertise,
Thursday. Everything drops on Thursday
is
for console and PC.
completely dependent on how many items exist in a game. As soon as we add new items, that means expertise can go up again, and that means players can become more powerful. So that was what we liked about this feature, is really the idea that, well, with every new season, every time we add new items, then we're also by default increasing the expertise, the maximum expertise cap, and therefore allowing players to gain even more power. Yeah, PTS was again super useful on that one, and yes, we had a lot of feedback on the progression pace, on the cost of
that King Breaker right there. They actually raised the RPM on it.
We made some changes to try to make things a bit more understandable, a bit clearer. So yeah, so thanks everyone for all that feedback. As usual, these are things we're going to keep looking at, looking for feedback moving forward once TU15 comes out. And yeah, things may still evolve after that, depending on where all of you want us to bring it.
And I would also say that, I mean, of course, it's quite hard to describe this feature in few words, but a good thing about expertise is that it allows you to try all new gear and weapons that you weren't able or didn't want to try for different reasons. And that's an interesting way
yes,
to
expertise system
enhance
drops
your
on
play
Thursday
style.
too.
I mean, of course, it comes with a cost, and the cost can be very high sometimes to become proficient in all the
So the King Breakers
possible.
RPM is now 650. It's going to be one of the hardest hitting
but then again,
ARs in the game.
that was one of the biggest learnings we took from BDS.
Because
And
the
the cost
damage is still
reduction
good.
for expertise, what you're going to see in the game in several days, it's an upgraded version of expertise.
Yep. Yes, it's we've changed some of the cost. We talked about that. We halved the cost for the upgrades from rank 11 to rank 20.
Yeah, absolutely.
And on top of that, for gear pieces, so like chest piece and knee pads and all of that, we've had that even more because it takes 6 pieces to actually upgrade your entire gear. So yeah, but I know that there were conversation from the PTS and from the moment we revealed the feature on like how grindy it is. But the way we look at it, it's a passive thing, but it's going up as you play the game. So of course you can approach it as, okay, I want to max it out immediately, so I'm going to grind the hell out of it to max out everything and be amongst the first to reach the maximum power. And that's cool, you can play it that way, but it's also the good thing with expertise is just you don't even have to be aware of it, and you're still going to be increasing your proficiency. Because as long as you're using items, you're gaining experience until they become proficient, and then you need to use new items.
So I do like
to
that.
donate to gain more proficiency. But overall, it's just equip the items, forget about it, play the game, play whatever you want.
So you guys know you guys can
and you
equip
will
the
be increasing your
items.
expertise.
Playing
So it
Countdown
doesn't
gives
need
you
to
some
play
good
specific
expertise
activities
levels,
to do
and then
specific
just
things.
donating the
play game
items.
the way you want. And on top of the usual rewards you get out of it, you're also going to be increasing your expertise and therefore opening door for more power.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think that was actually a very right decision for the team, and thanks for all the feedback, because otherwise we weren't able to make that one, to lower the costs, right? Because
Hey, Nicholas, welcome
now
to the School of
it's
Skills.
not only that basically feature available to super hardcore players, but almost to, like, I would say that it's gonna suit almost all, every possible play style.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's of course it is an endeavor to max out even one build in expertise. It's gonna be quite some time investment. But with the cost being lower now, we hope that we landed in a place where it becomes more accessible for everyone. And then there's another part of the discussion, which is thinking forward about future updates. But it's the other part of the problem is not necessarily just the cost of the expertise upgrades, it's just the accessibility of the resources. And maybe that's also something we need to look at, especially exotic materials. which is extremely rare in the game at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. And since those would only be reduced and cut in half from level 11 to 20, and other levels would still need the exact same amount.
After
So
that, yeah.
it could be
21
quite challenging.
Mhm.
But then again, it's also a good opportunity for you to invest more time in the game, right?
Yeah, but it's
Use
always,
all 4 characters,
once
lots
again,
shared
it's,
inventory. Yeah.
Nothing is ever set in stone on a game like The Division. We can always change it moving forward, and so we'll see the feedback we get from the entire player base once it's out there. Now we've reacted to the feedback we got from the PTS, and if the feedback and the data we get from the game, because we always also look at data.
So Slayer, they're actually
those two
reworking
tell
the
us a similar story
specializations
of it's too slow, it's too grindy,
tree. They
then
just
of course we
it was
go back.
supposed to come out in this update, but they
it's,
needed more time to
start
finish
with
it.
what we have now, and we will see how that goes.
So the whole
Yeah, I'm just
specialization
trying
tree is
to
actually going to be
advertise the
reworked.
hell out of this
That's
feature.
going to be something coming out
But yeah,
in the
what you
future.
said. So.
So you won't
I
select
just want you
one
to play the
class from what I've
For as
been
long as you
hearing. It's you just pick.
I
It's a
mean,
one big tree,
maybe
and you
because
can just like pick what you
would
want.
need some help with expertise myself, so.
Which is, I mean, it's right over to ask for that, because that's the reason why we're here talking about more content. It's because people actually.
So that's gonna
still
come in the
play
next
game,
update,
people love the
CJ.
game, people spend time into it and spend some money as well. So, yes, the more you play, the better it is for us, and the more it guarantees that we keep supporting the game. But you do you. Play the game at your own rhythm. It's fine.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, since I'm I'm not a hardcore player. I'm just a regular person who enjoys the game, enjoys the setting, the music, having a chat with my teammates. So I can definitely understand the more casual approach to the game, and I would even say be an advocate of this part of fan base. So yeah, because we have pretty much everyone on the hardcore side in the team anyway.
you ask, I mean, that depends who you ask, right? Everybody has a very different definition. I'm like shade level 300, and I'm sure a lot of people would call me a casual, because I just put like 400 hours into the game. So
Casual. I mean, mine is even less, but I want a name. So.
To be fair, there's a lot of hours that also go into the test builds and the development builds.
Yeah,
and that doesn't get counted somehow.
Yeah, it never gets counted. So. But yeah, I think enough with the complicated discussions. There, we still have some other nice things that we wanted to share with you. So, for example, Apparel event. I know that it's probably a big, leap from.
Yo, doesn't that look like the exotic mask though?
Not everybody's favorite topic, but
yeah.
Come on, new outfits, new ways to customize your look. That's always fun. And yeah, as we said, we will have 2 of them in this season.
2 of them, yeah.
That's something we did with season 4, and
that's an ugly looking mask.
People seem to be happy about it, and we were happy about the performance of those. So that's something we need to do a bit more. And we have, as I said,
reminds
set
me
up
of the
pipeline
Division
to
1
be able
mask.
to keep that rhythm. So 2 of them in season 9. Fairview Crew being the first one.
Yeah, and our team.
Hey Recon, what's going on, man?
Is
that's
very,
actually clean.
Passionate about
I like that one.
Creating new outfits, and especially with Pali, who is
okay, that one's a lot better.
Lead, and it's hard to imagine anyone more invested in the game on the art side. So that only means that in the future we're gonna have even more cool outfits. And actually, this
yo, that mask right there, I could rock that. Look at that.
Apparel events is special.
That looks good.
That's because we're gonna get the backpacked vanity.
That's actually pretty clean.
Yes,
and you notice it
that's
hides
something
your
we've,
chest piece.
wanted to do
Like
for
it hides
a
your
long
armor
time,
vest.
and,
so you can actually see the full chest.
Finally made it happen, but it's
that one's not bad.
we're
I like
going
that
to
one.
Start introducing the concept.
I like the
of
mask.
skins for gear. So as part of those outfits,
The dub tape is strong in this one.
Also have, for example, for some of them, the backpack that will be part of it, and so that's basically a transmog the same way that the current transmog exists, except that they are unique and they are not linked to a specific item. You unlock it through the Apparel event, and then it's a new skin you can apply to your gear.
Yeah, and did we mention that going forward, every season gonna have 2 Apparel events?
Well, yeah.
That one right there, I like that one.
Here we go.
Duct tape.
I mean, that's
But yeah, I
exciting.
mean, we said that's our ambition to try to keep it that way. And yes, it's that's something we want to keep going.
But the street activation one, that one's nice.
Because again, it's people like new things and like new looks.
I could wear
I
that.
think my favorite Apparel event was the heat wave.
Oh no, you didn't.
Why? But it was so nice.
Probably the most hated Apparel event. In our
Right?
history.
So it's my favorite. I don't know where
I
you're
get
so salty,
PTSD
guys.
from it. But no, I think,
That one's clean though. I like that.
I don't know, what's
They did a
the-
good
I
job with
think
that one.
Silent Night. was
Silent
it?
Night,
Yeah.
I think, was
Yeah.
my favorite because just there were so many good outfits in this one.
But yeah, heat wave is still nice. I mean,
Some people liked it, which is cool.
recently someone asked Mortem on Twitter about the, merchandise and all the swag, and I went looking for possibilities, for those merchandise to be purchased somehow by players and whatnot, and I found out that we actually have the Division 2 flip-flops and like beach towels available on one of the Ubisoft websites. So
It's real life heat wave.
yeah, I'm just dropping this information here in case you guys are looking for a new beach towel or
Yeah.
flip-flops before your summer vacation. So
The
it's
new
like,
exotic
yeah,
mask
that's
is
the
ugly
weirdest,
though, to be honest.
merchandise a game can have.
I mean,
I'm gonna order it.
No, but
later.
I take note and
Kinda looks like that one.
Everybody is watching.
That's
so
what the new
guys
exotic
is
mask
looking
looks like.
for more summer vacation themed Apparel.
Sam Fisher outfit would be dope.
which I'm sure are going to be very popular. So let's do it.
The heat
I
wave.
mean,
The heat
blame
wave
me.
came with
But
the
it
yellow
won't play
jacket,
out
right?
The way we want. But yeah,
Heat wave came with the yellow jacket
since we
and then
already
the
kinda
Back to the
dropped
Future
several
shoes.
hints on year 4 and what's gonna happen with the game going forward. I think it's time to address the elephant in the room, spec revamp.
All going forward.
Like which elephant? There's a few of them. Yes, spec revamp. I mean, spec revamp, as you know, was
Specialization tree,
initially
guys.
planned for TU15. So we've put a lot of work into this, and the idea with spec revamp is to really change the way we approach specializations. Right now, for a lot of people, specialization is a choice you make, mostly for the passive buffs you're going to get out of it, and then you forget about it. And the use of the signature weapon is even more something anecdotal that you may remember or you may not. Again, some people might use it more than others, but the game doesn't really answer well to you using your signature weapon because we never really found the right spot between should it be powerful so it actually makes a difference, but then it kind of negates a lot of the boss mechanics we have in the game, or should we not be too powerful but then people don't use it. So the revamp, the idea of the spec revamp is to change that and make your specialization choice like a really crucial choice in terms of playstyle and the build you're going to go for. So that's why we've changed the way the specialization tree looks, and we've changed all the bonuses you get there. We've changed the way we're giving you those bonuses. Some of them will be directly under the linear progression as you rank up your specialization. Some others are going to be choices that you get from that tree. But one thing we wanted was to make those choices meaningful. So they are powerful choices. They are kind of build playstyle defining choices. And you will have to make difficult choices because you will not be able to specialize in everything. Some decisions will be mutually exclusive. So if you decide to go left, the right branch gets locked. Or in any way you will not have enough points to max out everything.
It's kind of like Ghost Recon.
Because that's where
Assassin's
people
Creed, like their
then
tree,
forget and
like
stop
like
caring
you
because
pick different
if I
things and it
maxed out
keeps
everything,
going
I
up,
started the game
and it
I want to
unlocks other
need
things.
to think of how the mechanics work.
Kinda.
So anyway, this is it's a big thing. It's a big endeavor. We really wanted to have it ready for TU15, but unfortunately, it's not ready. And we don't want to rush it. We want to do it proper because it's important, and we really want that to be as game-changing as possible. So we don't really want to compromise on the quality and rush releasing it because we said it would be TU15. As we've said, we have a year of content. So if it's not ready for TU15, then hopefully it will be ready for the TU after that. But it is it's almost there, but it's not entirely there. So we want to take the time to make it as good as we can.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we can wait.
Sure, everybody's patient.
Yeah.
No, but it's.
I think it's going to be a huge game changer for how you
Again,
play
we know
your
we're
characters.
here for the year. So it's something that needs to be okay. That if a feature is not ready, it moves to the next one. And again, we will hopefully talk more about it. There will be PTSs in the future and all of that. So we will have plenty of chances to show more, to talk more about that change and other things coming in the year, and try to make sure it lands where we want it to be. It would have been great to have it in TU15. That was part of the package initially, but it's better to make sure we do it right.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we have a wide array of really nice other things to play with, so it should be fine.
There's more to year 4, but this is not the topic of this.
Yeah. We will probably mention it somewhere.
So
But
they
it
kind of
is-
hinted at year 4, so
it is something we've said, and I
they
think
have a
we
bunch of
try
other
to,
stuff coming
say
out.
Use every occasion. It is not just U15. It is year 4. TU15 is the first drop, and there will be more drops, and each drop will come with new things, new seasons, and new content.
Okay,
We
promising.
have some plans. There's a bunch of things we want to do, as I mentioned, but we also want to hear a bit from the community what you want, and what are the things that where we should invest time and resources into. We've mentioned that we're operating with a smaller team, so we need to be smart with the decisions we are making, where we want to invest our time and resources, because we don't have the luxury of throwing 1 million people at problems. So we need to make the right decisions and look for the things that are going to be impactful. But this is not a decision we only want to do ourselves. We need to also hear from everyone what are the things that are meaningful and impactful to them, so we can maybe change some of the ideas we have, or decide, okay, maybe we wanted to do that, but turns out that this is more pressing for the player base, so this is where we should go.
Yeah, and that's a hint at what I should be doing by delivering the... I'll do that. No worries.
Okay.
That's fine.
Good thing we have a new dev that's going to
Yeah,
help us.
if the issue is going to be really pressing, like, I'm here, so just hit me up. But talking about
That'd be nice.
I wonder what
that's
time
very
the
important.
update goes
I'm not
live.
answering the comments or the
Is it
questions
like 4 in
that
the
are
morning,
not
6 in the
addressed
morning?
nicely. So yeah, that's the thing.
As usual, negativity is fine, but it needs to be constructive.
Absolutely. And actually, talking about community, since we pretty much covered almost everything that we wanted, right? We talked about Countdown, we talked about expertise, new manhunt, the continuation of the story, phase out, but scratch that. And Apparel events, PDS, new team, Bucharest team, and yeah, I think we covered pretty much everything. And I'm thinking that the remaining time we're gonna spend answering your questions from the chat.
Sure.
And community managers.
Flo, am I calling off on Thursday?
Were helping us with
Might take
collecting the
leave.
questions from the chat. So we have like a list of the questions we can try answering. And the first question is about when we will have crossplay. Yeah, that's. Do you want to take that one?
I mean, I think I've been pretty open about it, but it's not something we're looking at the moment. As I explained in a Twitter thread a long time ago, and I usually link that to that one when people ask me the question on Twitter, but it's that's not the way our saves work in the game. The online infrastructure, and that's coming from someone that is not online savvy, so I apologize if some of our online people are watching and I'm butchering it. But my understanding of it is that we have separate databases for each platform. So Xbox, PlayStation, PC, they all have separate databases. They don't communicate with each other. They don't know what's happening here or there. So if we wanted to do crossplay, the first thing we would need to do is put all those saves on one database, which means moving saves, which no online person would ever be comfortable with, because you can break a lot of things. And then it creates a lot of very complicated questions on like what happens if people have the same name, what happens if people already have a save on that other platform, what happens if this, what happens if that. All of that can be solved, of course, you know, and we know it's not impossible, but it is such a huge endeavor and a very risky one at that. So it's not something that seems feasible or reasonable with our team.
Yeah, thank you for the answer. I mean, it's not the answer that you were guys hoping for, but at least that's honest.
I wish we could do it.
Will you address the crashes that have been happening? If we're talking about the deltas that happened a lot throughout all the 3 phases of BDS, then yes, absolutely. We made sure to locate, to identify the issue behind those deltas, and the issue is already fixed in the build. So let's hope for the best, right?
It's always the same thing, right? We don't have one fix that's going to fix all deltas. So there might be new reasons, new issues happening when the update goes live, but at least the ones we have identified from PTS have been fixed. So if there are still delta issues when the update goes live, these will be new ones that we will investigate and fix.
When I was playing the PTS, I was getting deltas too and chopped down.
Labeled as deltas.
Hopefully
so
they fix
that's
it.
Also good for you to know. And if we're talking about other issues that I won't name here, but I understand probably what this question is about, then those should be addressed in TU16 because that's something that I already discussed with our live producer, so very good, we're on that. Let's see what else we have here. Will there be another DLC? That's a good question.
Will there be another DLC? Huh.
We already mentioned that it's going to be year 4, so list 2 more seasons.
Yeah, it's year 4 is more seasons, more content, and our plan for year 4 is the same model that we've had until now. The content is free, and the season has a season pass. We have no plans to make a paid DLC as part of this plan. So,
yeah, and there are people already asking if TU15 is the last update. No, it's not the last update, so we can expect more.
I've said that a few times, yes.
So I guess no major DLC like
Will
Warlords?
you increase inventory storage space? I know that you also answered that one on Twitter like 100 times already, but it's probably a good, good thing to repeat here.
On Twitter, it's probably better for their own sake and mine. But so storage space and inventory space, that's also kind of a complicated tech one because at the end of the day, what more storage means is a bigger character save for us in terms of saving the data from your account. And when we made the last upgrade, which was, I can't remember if that was TU12 or a bit before that, we kind of pushed it to the extent that we were comfortable with. Pushing it further means this may have an impact on performances. This may have an impact on loading times. This may have an impact on traffic. This may have an impact on connectivity. This could have an impact on many, many things because just the sheer size of the save is going to increase. So it's something we want to be really cautious with. And the problem is we will always need more storage. Like we keep adding new items to the game and we don't remove items from the game and we don't want to remove items from the game. So as long as we keep adding more items, there are people who just want to hold on to everything and just make more builds. So more storage is always going to be a question. So I don't know what the solution is. I want us to try to find one, but that might be a bit more creative than just saying more storage. There might be other ways out there that we can allow players to save more things without having to just have more space in their stash. And once again, this is just I don't have the answer to that question, but that's the way I would like to try to look at it with the team.
And thank you so much. That's a good explanation. I mean, the technical side, there is the question that I really like, but I'm just going to highlight it here for Yannick in case he wants to answer that one.
No, we need to acknowledge that. PvP, yes.
Yeah, focus on PvP.
Oh, we're going to talk about
the question is,
PvP?
will there
What?
be a focus on
I'm
PvP?
surprised about this.
You know, we hear the comments. We know that there's a passionate PvP community out there, and that are playing either in the dark zone or in conflict. And there's a lot of conversation on the state of PvP in our game and the things that work and the things that don't. We don't want to ignore that, and the changes to Shield, for example, is one instance where we try to do something because it's something we could do, we could afford doing, and that at least addresses one of the problems. There's other problems in PvP. So will there be any focus on PvP? I don't know, because that's not a matter of just wanting to do it. It's a matter of having the right team to do that as well. And the team we have, and it's not just Bucharest, but the team we have on the division is a team that is very much built to produce PvE content. That doesn't mean we don't want PvP, but that means, right now, we don't necessarily have the people that can allow us to have a pure focus on PvP. But on the other hand, I don't want us to give up on it. That's part of the game. That's something that our players like and want to engage with. So we need to try to find solutions. So this is not a commitment that there will be a focus on PvP, but this is just me saying, yes, we know, and yes, we want to try to make PvP better. And we may try, and hopefully it will be better. But it's so far we don't have any big PvP 2.0 path that is planned. If we do it, it's more going to be like we did with Shield, trying to address the main outliers, the elephants in the room, and try a few things here and there and see, does that make it better? Cool, we keep it. No, okay, we change, try something else. So it's going to be more iterative than one big revamp.
Yeah, definitely.
I had a feeling,
and I mean,
man,
it's
like
not
I was
like
telling
we
you
ignoring
guys, I
the
feel like
comments,
Heartland is
and
the
we
focus
see them
for
and we acknowledge
PvP.
them, and that is something that team
And Division
constantly
2's focus for
discussing.
PvE. Like,
So, but let's pray we're gonna have the right
I
person
figured,
for that.
But it's,
I think
it's just
Red Storm
and
was
we have a bunch of
their
recruitments
PvP
that are
focused
open, so
team,
it's also
and now they're on
something
Heartland,
when we talk about rebuilding a team, we are still rebuilding that team. So one miracle would be to find someone that is super savvy about PvP and could help us. But it's not just that. It's about looking at what's feasible with the game and how things work, and things that might seem simple to address when you play the game are actually extremely complex on our side, and so a huge investment for us to change, and that might be why we haven't addressed it. One of the problems why we are rarely speaking of PvP is because we don't have good news for PvP players. I wish I could come here and say, yeah, we're going to have a big PvP update, but that's not the case right now. But I hope at least acknowledging that yes, we know, and yes, if we can, we will try to improve and make things better. I hope is already something, a right step for the PvP community to trust that we hear them.
Yeah,
I
mean,
think-
it's gonna happen eventually. We just
I think
need to sit tight
specialization,
and wait.
the specialization
But-
rework will help
But yeah,
PvP.
as soon
but-
as we have news, you're gonna be the first one to know. I promise you that.
They're gonna need a little bit more than that.
Let's see what
honest.
else we have.
But like I said, I always thought with Heartland coming out, them creating
will there be a new
PvP-focused
hunter?
game,
There'll be a new hunter.
that's
That
where
would be a
PvP will be
spoiler.
focused.
We said spoiler free.
New Dark
Yeah,
Zone
yeah,
in
yeah.
New York City for
We
the win.
just
Sad.
and he already mentioned it. So wink, wink. There was a question about new skills. Can we have more skills, new skill variations?
So far, we haven't planned for it. We used to, with every new season, we used to give new variants with every season. We haven't done that for season 9. The season reward is an exotic. And one of the reasons why we haven't done that is we don't feel like most of the variants we introduced with those seasons were actually super satisfying. Some of them ended up being just never used by anyone. There's a lot of variants that exist already. So for now, we'd rather focus on those and try to make those better before we start introducing new ones. So that's not the plan for the moment. Maybe in the future, but at the moment, the plan is to not introduce new ones with the seasons.
All right, sounds good. And there were several questions about Apparel events. Can we have more Hunter cosmetics? And can we please wear hat with Hunter masks? We want more Hunter apparel. But I think that's very good feedback, and we're definitely gonna discuss it with Polly and the team.
Yeah, I mean, at least on the
I think we have
hats
enough
with,
skills in the game,
with
right?
mask and all
Like, we don't
that.
really
This has
need
to
any
do
more
with the way our
skills.
characters are built.
There's like a
So,
ton of skills you can run.
Currently,
I don't think they have to like
if we give you a
focus on
mask
that.
and that mask does not allow for a head piece to be on top of it, it's because we just cannot. It's not
It's
it's
better
not a
than
creative
focus on
choice
like the
because we
gear that
don't
we
want
have.
you to wear a hoodie with a hunter mask. It's just because the way our characters are made just doesn't allow for it. There are only specific type of masks that allow for headwear, and others just don't. So we try to have a mix of both, and there might be solutions we can look at, but it's if we try to find solutions, it will be for new things we introduce. It's not going to be retroactive, or suddenly the hunter mask can be used with a headpiece.
Yeah, definitely. Will you add a new map location? It's actually what Countdown is for, because that's a completely new map built specifically for Countdown.
Yeah, it is, and that's something that was important for us with with the new team taking over. It was an opportunity for them to learn how to make map, how to make content for the game, and how to make it feel like true to the history of the division and the way we used to do maps. So new locations, new spaces, of course, we will always be looking at adding new ones. If the question is, will there be a new piece of open world like we did New York with Warlords of New York? No, that's not our plan at the moment. But new maps and new spaces that you can discover through different type of content, yes.
Yeah. Will you ever add all loot exotics to General Bull, not locked behind raid? Actually, that's what the new reward track is for this season, because you can get the exotic as a part of the season 9.
The exotics of that season.
Yeah.
But the raid exotics are still raid exclusives. We are making with TU15, we are adding the chest piece and the backpacks from the gear sets of the raids. We are adding those into the general loot pool. So the gear sets are no longer raid exclusive. The exotics though are still raid exclusives, and for the moment we don't plan to change that. I feel like the gear set is already a good step. We don't want to take away all the exclusives from the raid. Otherwise, some people like to play the raids just for the fun of the experience, but others like to play it and be rewarded for it. And if we take away that exclusivity, then suddenly what is there to gain to play the raid?
Yeah.
So you guys know that they are the
Is there
new gear
anything
sets,
else we
chest
can
and backpacks.
entrust
Those will drop in the open world.
from the
The
pool
raid
here?
weapons.
Will we ever
exclusive
have a
won't.
postmaster? I see. It's a suggestion we see a lot, and the problem with it is, and that's something that's open for feedback and suggestions. But it's how do you handle a postmaster that knows what loot is interesting for you and what loot isn't? Because that's the problem. Is if you say it's a a postmaster that gives you access to all the loot that you didn't pick up, and that means you already do a lot of inventory management when you finish an activity in the division. And now if we're saying, oh, but now you need to go back to the boot to go to that screen and go through the hundreds of stuff you didn't pick up to see, oh, wait, actually that one had good stats. Maybe I should have kept that one. That doesn't sound like a fun experience. So that's more the question. How can we do it in a way that that is smart, so you can.
Hey, Greg, I'll
filter
answer
and
that
say,
in a
I just
question
want to
in a
pick
second.
those items up, for example. And I'm sure there are solutions, but right now it's not something we've put a lot of thoughts into, and we could, but at the moment, just because you need to find a filter system that just works for everyone, and everyone has a very different way of playing the game and a very different expectation of what is interesting for them.
Yeah, and sorting out all your inventory right now, it's already
let's just talk about the inventories.
It is.
Somebody asked, do I think the dev
again,
team, the original
it's
dev team,
something
is
that is
working
solvable,
on
but
Division 3? No, I
it's
think
not
they're
as
working
simple
on
as
Avatar
saying, oh, I want a
and Star
postmaster
Wars.
that allows me, gives me a chance to look at all the loot I left behind.
I know for
Because if you
sure
do
a few
that,
of the devs that I used to talk to, they're working on Star Wars.
The proportion of time you spend in your inventory is going to be much longer than it already is.
Yeah, definitely, and that's not the best solution here.
Will there be more legendary missions? I think it goes to the difficulty conversation. And one thing that at least I can comment on is the fact that, yes, we know that with expertise, we are going to make players more powerful. Actually, with the spec revamp, we're also probably going to make players a bit more powerful because we're going to make spec weapons or signature weapons more powerful. So of course the question comes of like, okay, but what if you're that powerful? What's going to be the challenging content? And so far, the most challenging difficulty is legendary, and the raids. These are the two main challenges that remain in our game. So there's the question of extending legendary to more activities, and yes, that's something that's on our list of we would like to do. But that's something that it's not just the same. It's not a difficulty you turn on. It's actually something that is handcrafted for every mission that currently has it. So it takes people with experience with our AI or NPCs and the combat in the game to be able to look at a mission and say, okay, this is how we turn it into a legendary. So it's not something that was feasible right now until the team gets more experienced with the game. So in the future, maybe that might be something. And I'm not saying maybe as in, we may do it, we may have it in the plans already. It's more, we may consider it, but it's not something we've put on our plans yet. But the main question is really how do we make sure we create a system where all that power you gain, you still have challenges ahead of you. It's more about difficulty in general with our game. So adding more legendary would just be a bit of a band-aid on the difficulty question. But at the end of the day, the real question is how do we create new challenges for the players that are
Manny, I think a lot of streamers
for whom
said that they
even
want
legendary
matchmaking.
is not really a challenge anymore, and it's going to be even less of a challenge with all of that. That's more the way we want to think about it.
I don't see why they wouldn't.
Yeah, definitely. But I
If
think
they could
we
do
have
matchmaking, they could do it.
time for one last question. So, just there's a box of chocolate candies. Just choose one.
I can
Ranger,
try
no,
to
they just talked about
shotgun a few of
T15
them,
countdown.
Any plans to consolidate the
Matchmaking.
DC Dark Zones? Nope. But we would like to look at Dark Zone in general and see if we can improve it. But that's part of the PvP conversation. So it's something that probably will take some time, and we need the stars to align, or the planets to align, before we can look at it. Any update on anti-cheat and addressing cheaters? We have a running anti-cheat. I know it looks like we are not banning cheaters, but trust me, we are banning cheaters. Sometimes they just come back faster than we ban them, and sometimes it's all about constantly updating the anti-cheat with ways of detecting the new ways people are cheating. The reason why we are not discussing it is mostly because we don't want to reveal too much about how anti-cheat works and what are the efforts we are making, because it's not just we have easy anti-cheat, but we have also other things in the game as well. And also we are not publicly discussing people who cheat. We are not publicly confirming if someone cheated or whatever. So if you send reports to us and we are not commenting on those, it's because we are not publicly commenting on those. It's not because we're ignoring it. We are.
Bravo, you asked how much. You asked how
cheaters,
much
and we
the
are
season's going to cost.
constantly
Remember,
trying to improve
season
anti-cheat,
9 is
even though I
free,
know that it
but there's a
might not
premium
look
track.
like
I think it's $10, 10 US.
Will you still be revising the specialization tree? Yeah, we talked about that. Will the season pass contain the previous season's missions? Yes. Yes, that's a model we will keep. So as you play the season and you unlock the season rewards through the season track, you will unlock the previous climax missions from the previous seasons. Will you take hardcore mode out of beta? I would like to, and we have a bunch of ideas on how to do that. It's the same. It's a matter of does that take priority over other things we want to do, and these are all things that can move over time. So ultimately, one day, yes. When? I don't know.
Manny, I would like weather change in the division, but
Will
this
there be
story
more
happens
directives?
in the summer, so
We haven't added new ones with this update.
I miss the snow
with
though
season
from
9.
Division 1.
That's something we may keep doing, but that's, to me, directives falls into the difficulty conversation. So instead of just adding directives, I want that to be part of the general conversation on how do we create challenges and difficulty in the game, because that might mean we need to change the directive system as well. Inventory stash space, we talked about it.
Yeah, I think we covered pretty much everything now. The PvP
Yeah, I honestly
people
miss
asking
Snow from
about
Division 1, but
cancelled,
I think if
Nightmare for
Snow
chemical
comes back
engineering
or weather
back.
changes, that would be
No,
in
we will
Division
not.
3.
We will not do it. We did very little work on it. We cancelled it early on because we quickly realized that it was just not feasible.
Bring
So
back defensive gear.
it's not
set.
as if it just needs to be finalized. It would be
Talking about
something
from
we need
Division
to
1?
completely redo, and that's really not something that is in our plans right now. I'd rather invest in making Candy better than creating a limited in-game event in Candy.
No more questions.
You took the screen away from
I
me.
took
So.
because I mean I know that
Yeah.
you can just spend hours answering all the questions, and that's probably what you want to continue doing.
That's
But
okay.
yeah,
You know where to
unfortunately,
find me.
we're running a little bit out of time, and there are still 2 other things that I wanted to mention quickly before we say our goodbyes.
Oh, what are we
So
gonna- what are we
first
gonna
of
say
all, right after the release, that is on May 12th, just get the date.
May 12th.
I don't know. Mark it in red in your calendars, whatever. Just ask your boss to get you a free day from work. But 2 more things. If you guys want to bring your friends or family or whoever else to try the Division with you, you're gonna have a perfect chance to do that this coming weekend because the
Free to play.
game is going free on all platforms. From May 13th to May 15th. So that's a good opportunity. If you're looking for teammates, I mean, just ask your cousin, ask your little brother to be your supporter in the game.
And bring your friends, because the more people play the update, and the more it's going to look good to our bosses, and they're going to say, yeah, you can keep making content for the game.
Yeah, what he said. So yeah, that's I mean, just.
Hey, at least he's
tell
being
him.
honest. Yo, man was being
Hit
honest
that
right there.
wait button.
The more people that play the
Once
game,
the tweet is
the
out
better
there.
it looks.
And actually, there were
Yo.
another good announcement. If you're a streamer or a lurker or whatever, or you just like to support streamers, we gonna have a Twitch Drops campaign to celebrate
Oh,
season
Twitch Jock
10.
campaign. Okay.
And that's what you're gonna get for watching the Division stream if the streamer kind of opted for to be a part of this campaign for 1 hour or 2 hour watching.
Guess
you're
I might
gonna
have to
get
stream on
the,
Twitch again.
Apparel cash.
Make sure you
And
guys go over
for
there and follow
watching
my
even more,
my Twitch.
you're gonna get exotic caches. So that's
It's all about that exotic cash.
Oh, it didn't pop up.
Rewards
Same name.
can be earned starting from May 12th and until the end of the month, so until May 31st.
True.
So support your favorite
May 12th to
Twitch
May
streamers
31st, they said?
and get some cool rewards.
Free exotics.
They should do stuff for
I'll take
YouTube
the free
too.
exotics.
I don't think YouTube has
Free exotic
drops
maps.
yet.
Depends what you want to do with it.
I mean, yeah, because people were answering if it's going to be possible to obtain them any other way.
She lowered her mic. She needs to fix her mic.
Two good things in one.
Mm-hmm.
Her mic's off.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So that was super nice to sit here.
His
and
mic's
chat
on,
with
but hers
you
is
and
off.
Chat with you as well.
How does it feel to be in this seat, in this spot?
Oh, I mean, it's kind of. I would say that right
Yeah,
now.
her mic's off.
I must say that
It's come through on his, I
I'm
think.
in the right place. But if you would ask me like 2 months ago, I would probably still be all over the place.
So yeah, if you guys have any friends who want to try the game out,
Thanks,
I think they
George.
said what, the 13th to the 15th, it's gonna be free.
Trying to be discreet and all.
I definitely want to
So
go back
apparently,
and see
apparently
the. I
Guy's
wonder if
mic
they
is,
posted it yet.
Is struggling from all this
Did they
talking. and all
post
this,
the
cool
actual-
stuff. So apparently it's up to me to do the outro, which is perfect because I had absolutely not prepared for it. But yes,
No, they haven't posted it yet.
Can you at least show me for one last time so I can wait?
you can still see Daria. Yeah. So
I wanted to
no,
post
I mean,
the-
thanks
the
everyone.
reward-
It's
the
great to
season-
be back. It's great
Like
to
our
be able to
target,
talk about the
everything like
game. As
that.
we said, we have a full year of content.
We'll try to find
hopefully
it.
we will be able to stream more moving forward, but at least we are available and we want to interact and engage more. So please keep the conversation going. Any feedback, send it our way. Be constructive. but we all want to make the game better, and we all want to keep doing that for as long as we can. So thanks for your support. May 12th, TU15 is coming out. Log in, play the game, bring your friends, have fun, or do something else. That's okay to come whenever you're ready. We'll be here. So thanks for tuning in, and see you soon.
Radiation levels detected.
Oh, well.
Detonation
I
imminent.
kind of want to see the full track.
Warning. Full lockdown initiating.
Sound the alarm! It's the division!
Countdown game mode.
Proceed with caution. Eliminate security breach. Experimental reactor unstable. EMP detonation imminent. Warning. 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 Warning.
Yeah, Countdown has matchmaking.
Please proceed to the destination.
You saw the hunter right there? Oh,
This is
the new
Captain
man.
Lewis
This
of
is
the
what I
True
wanna
Sons.
pause.
My advanced team is already in DC. You still have no idea what you're up against.
Oh, wait, there were new pauses. Pause it. No.
Full lockdown initiating.
I wonder if I can see this. You know what I want to do is I actually want to see. I want to see the whole track. Maybe we can watch the VOD once it goes live. Where's their videos? I wanted to see the full track that they had, but they didn't have it. And we can't even go back. No, we can't. I don't know. What? Maybe somebody has it posted. You think anybody has it posted anywhere? Somebody has to have screenshots of it, right? Oh, here it goes. So this is what I wanted to show you guys. So look, you see the new target, the new mode, Season 9 pass, 2 apparel items, new features, targets, leagues, global event, and then the new apparel event, new gear and more. So that's Season 9 roadmap. So that's our main target we have to go after. But then there was also another one that showed the full. Somebody had to post it, right? It's got it. And this one. I want to see the one that had like the global events. Oh, here it is. All right, so it looks like May 12th we have Target Castile, and then Castile League. So you have a league event right here. Then we have our first global event, Polarity Switch, which we've played before. We have the next target on 31st of May. You have the League. You have another global event, which we played before, Guardians. And then we have our first apparel event, Fairview Crew, on the 24th of May. Then we have Target Chain League, Shade Exposed global event, and then we have the Street Activision. So that's our 2 apparel events. So the 24th of May and the 5th of July, and then we have our 4th Target League, and then global events. Oh, it's 3 global events: Hollywood, Golden Bullet, Reanimate. So there's no new global event. It's just redone. And then you have your primary target, obviously, once you unlock Xander. So the 2 main apparel events for any of you guys who are big on apparel events are the 24th of May and the 5th of July. So it looks like those. Let me save this. And then we go up here. We have this. That really set me somewhere else. This guy posted it. Let me save this. So then we have the new targets. And then this is the season roadmap right there. So that's the primary, that's what we're getting this season. And then obviously he did mention that the specialization tree should be coming out afterwards. And then hopefully there's a full year 4 of content coming out. So that's it right there, guys. Remember this does go live on Thursday. So Thursday is the live date for TU15 Countdown Expertise. Everything that we've talked about over the last couple weeks on this channel will be live. Most likely I will be streaming on the 13th because if you do stream on Twitch, it gives your viewers rewards. So I'll probably stream on there and then maybe on here for everybody who hasn't had a chance of seeing it. But we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. Appreciate the support. Hey, appreciate the love. Let me answer a few questions, see if I see anything before we head on out. If you guys have any questions, let me know what they have. There are some new bullet sponges. You're welcome now by the season. Somebody said. Will the new spec tree, hold on, someone says, will the new spec tree allow the firewall and finally use the fire nade? I believe maybe, but I think the new specialization tree is supposed to have an instant armor kit. That's the rumor, and that's what's been said in the past. So I think a lot of people might actually go away from the specialization armor kit, and they might actually use the instant armor kit, depending on what you're playing. New Dark Zone, yeah, no new Dark Zone. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna get, guys. Let me know if you guys have any questions. This VOD will be live, so you guys can comment down on those, and then I'll answer it there. I'm gonna wrap it up here. I kind of want to go back, rewatch everything, and like take out the key points, and hopefully do like a summary video for you guys. But yeah, the VOD will be live. I'm gonna end it here. Hey, appreciate everybody who did join the School of Skills today. All the donations, appreciate you guys. Appreciate the love that you guys showed today. Definitely very much grateful for it. I'm gonna end it here. Hey, thank you for the $49.99 donation. Thanks for the contribution to our community. Hey, Lawrence, thank you for the 50 bomb before the end of the stream. Hey, thanks again, man. Thanks for the love. Hey, everybody who did donate today, you guys didn't have to. Appreciate you. Everybody who came in, just watched the stream. Hey, leave a thumbs up on the way out. And this VOD will go live right after the end of this. I'll see you guys most likely Thursday. I'm gonna try to get off Thursday. Maybe we'll do a live stream of the launch, see when this thing does go live, and maybe I'll do like a couple hours just grinding the season, looking for the gear, playing Countdown, and matchmaking and seeing how that all works out. So that's about it, guys. Appreciate the support, appreciate the love. Hey, nothing but skills out. Take it easy, everybody.